Hey YouTube and Twitch, POD7 back again with some more Mass Effect. Today we'll mostly be going after the Blueberry herself, Liara Tizzoni. I did some off-camera like equipping and leveling up characters that I hadn't used in a while, like Rex, and just in general making sure I'm not forgetting anything huge. And I don't think I am. We might end up doing all of Artemis Tau today, just for the heck of it. And this is going to be all one long episode, just because I feel like it. And if that only takes an hour, then maybe I'll do Bring Down the Sky DLC right after that. It's so crazy hearing that relay take off with headphones on, noise cancelling headphones, because it reminds me of the first time I heard it and how loud it was. I'm gonna go ahead and survey what I can. I might have ended up going to the wrong system here.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
That's not it, I don't think. We'll go do it anyway since we're already here and it doesn't look like there's anything else to do. Gotta look for any sparklies. Oh, saw one out of the corner of my eye over here. Yep. An asteroid cluster. Every once in a while one of these sparklies will be a side mission. Prothean data disk recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small, functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. So that's pretty neat. Oh, shoot. This game's been out how long, and I've been playing this game how long, and I still do that. Okay, let's go see what's going on Daedalus, or Daedalus. Daedalus. Let's go Garrison Tally this time. Oh, it's an asteroid planet. That's always fun. So we're not on the planet where Blueberry is, but we're gonna look for stuff anyway. This could be a Thresher Maw fight. I'm not sure. Okay. Just a random giant tank out here on fire. It's not even marked on the map, apparently. Okay, what do we got? That's definitely a Thresher Maw fight. You can tell just by how flat the land is around it, so we'll go to everything else first. Yo, T-Force, what's up? Thinking 7 to 9 will probably be my streaming schedule, except for on weekends. That's going to be a crapshoot most of the time. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, I passed a mineral that went too far over here.
Moving out.
Light metal surveyed. Alright. This might also be a Geth trap, by the way. Ooh. Yeah, if you ever play this game and you start squirreling around like that in the Mako, just stop. Like, let go of the controller, basically. Or the keyboard, whichever you play on. And you'll come to a pretty much immediate stop.
Redeploying.
Oh man. That's kind of a drag. Coming all the way over here just to have that happen. I think the other thing was pretty much straight north. Me. I mentioned my good friend Slip last stream, and lo and behold, he followed my Twitch right after I stopped streaming. Made me really happy.
Cover me.
Oh, there's a dead body. What I always dreamed of. That's a Solarian, too. Gotta reach into his body like a tauntaun and take out this ID tag.
I'm here if you need me.
Oh, that's wonderful, Gareth. But I need to Mako more. Okay, I guess we'll just go straight to the what I'm assuming is a Thresher Maw fight. It could be pirates or something, but considering where it was located on the map, it's almost definitely a Thresher Maw fight. If you're new to my playthrough of this, I have a playlist on YouTube of all the progress I've made so far. If you want to catch up, it's only, I think, 7 hours so far. There we go. Right in the face. Luckily, this terrain is pretty flat, so it's not going to be like the last one. I might get the glitch on this one, actually, if I kill it too fast. Oh, I hit the hill. Oh, I hit the tank. It's not good. Oh, I think I was flying up in the air and wasn't able to hit him that time. If you kill him in his retreat animation, yeah, he'll do that. And sometimes you can get double XP. Nice. Kind of makes up for that one giving us nothing.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Chronicles' command. He'd want to know what happened here.
This is not the moon. We, as you can tell, there's comments raining down. Everything's yellow, for instance. Oh, you're on mobile again, huh? Is it better? Do you think the picture, or do you get a better quality on your mobile than on PC? I don't know if you can destroy this or not. I think you should be able to turn that off somehow. Maybe you like nuke it from orbit or something. It's the future, yeah. Yeah, this is what the moon's gonna look like in 2020. After we nuke the Earth so bad that it affects the moon as well. Do I really want to go down in here? Yeah. We'll only do stuff that's marked. Yay, Garrus can finally have medium armor. I don't know why it takes so long for him to get good armor. And she can, Tally can only ever wear light armor, so. Should have a Turian armor that he can wear now. Oh, he looks pretty cool. I swear there was a way to make it so that your helmets always stay on if you want to. Oh, right. Okay. The search for Blueberry continues. So we've done everything there is to do in the Sparta system here. Next up, Athens, Maston. Which one should I do? T-Force, Macedon, Athens, or Knossos? Or Gnosis, whichever it is. She's in one of these three. I actually know which one she's in, but I want to see if you can guess it. There's stuff to do in every single one of them, and I'm gonna do every single place in the system, so. Okay, we shall go to Knossos as soon as I wake my computer back up. I need to just set it to where it doesn't fall asleep, I guess. Let's do it. Okay. Arcanes. Orbital period of 470 Earth years. Jeez Louise. Whoa, I just got a huge Steam message. Oh, dang it. I did it again. I always try to go from the outermost ring to the innermost. Unless the cursor's like right on a planet. Okay. Red one. Zakros. 33, almost 40, 34 Earth years. That's pretty crazy. See any sparklies anywhere? Oh, I see two. That's pretty unusual. 45.5 days worth of days, yeah. We got a medallion from there. Nothing on Phaistos. Here we go. We found her. She's on Therum in the Gnosis system of Artemis Tau. I'm lagging. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get on to it. Let's see. Probably best to have Rex and Garrus this time, because there's some pretty hardcore fights coming up. Apparently I need a new battery in my laptop. That's not good.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Need a new battery, I need a new wall adapter. Need a new laptop, basically. It's doing pretty good for a 2010 laptop in 2017. I think it's going to be considered vintage by Mac pretty soon, though. So if you're nuts and you practice a lot, you can float over this little gap right here up onto that ledge. It saves you about 5 seconds. I've only seen it done twice, so I don't even bother practicing or trying that. Not when I can't even get the other speedrun trick in this mission. Because I'm just not good enough with the controller, I guess. Oh, what's that? Oh gosh. A giant turd in the sky. And drop some friends off to play. So there's two ways to go about this next part. There's a frontal assault and there's a side way where you're supposed to be able to like sneak up on them, but I prefer to do it this way. Okay. 2 out of 3 turrets going.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Oh, Rex, you and your crazy alien stories. Well, that was fun. Got some free XP from that, but now we need to go around the back way. Or do we? If you do it just right, you can float over this whole thing. I'm going to try to do it now. Oh. Okay. I'm not going to embarrass myself any further trying to do that. But yeah, it's pretty funny when you just go flying over that ridge. the enemies are like shooting up in the sky. Apparently there's something up in the hills there, but... I don't know if that enemy is just glitched or if it's supposed to be up there or what, but... That's one of the best things about the old rocket launcher is you can shoot like just to the side of them and you'll kill them most of the time. Come on, there we go. Gonna back our way in. Just for the heck of it. Oh, is he in here? Oh.
On my way.
I was about to say we're not gonna bother with him, but we're definitely gonna bother with him. And I don't know if we get XP for opening this door or not. We'll try it anyway. Nope. One of the bad parts about trying that jump over trick is you can get caught in between the doors and there's no way to get out. You're just kind of stuck there and you have to reload. It's just early enough in the level that you're likely to not have put a save down yet, so you have to start the whole mission over again. Which I guess isn't that much, but it's still annoying. Figured that would draw him out. Nothing over there. I can't remember if there's anything in that other building. I mean, there's a door in there, so I'm sure there probably is, but we're not going to bother. We are going to check to see... well, we're going to level up first, and then we're going to check to see what we picked up recently. Oh, that was just for Rex. Well, isn't he special? A very special boy. Wow. Look at that. Yes, please. Okay. That's way better than what he's already holding. It's not any better. Wow, look at that pistol. I should probably give that to Tally whenever I bring her back. Okay. Garrus definitely needs protection. What am I rocking? Okay. Alright. Just go ahead and throw down the save just for the heck of it. Once you get up to save 99, you have to start a new save. So here's basically Snipe Valley, because there's enemies over there that can shoot at you once you get to the end of this lengthy corridor. Yeah, see, they're already shooting me from over there. Even though you can just barely even see them from there, and there's no way you could ever hit them from all the way over here. Nope. Got a busted tire. Should be okay though. Look, those guys all the way over there are shooting at me. Luckily, you can kind of cheese them by hiding behind this hill. At least for a minute or two. Just have to sidestep every once in a while. Oh, climbing up that wall there. Ooh. There you go. Just in case any other rockets are coming. And there's a big boy on the other side of this hill. I don't know if he gets a cutscene or not. Oh. Oh. That rocket went right between my tires, basically. Can't see who else is shooting at me. Go ahead and repair, even though I think they're... Okay. I thought there might be another Geth standing there, but... Okay, we're ready to go. I think that might have been a... well... Yeah, it's pretty big. This might have been a Colossus, actually. There's the Armitage, and then there's, like, a really big one. And it'll get a cutscene here in a second. We're just about to the end of the Mako part. Unless you're a speedrunner, and then this whole mission is a Mako part, basically, but... Oh, I missed it. There's like a sweet spot where if you shoot the rocket, you'll get both of them at the same time. And this is pretty much empty until we get to that tunnel. I don't think there's any like weapons lockers or anything around here, so... It'd be my luck though that there's like one just tucked in a cranny back there. Uh, just wanted to try something new. That's not a speedrun trick or anything. Just thought it'd be funny if I was able to fly over the whole roof or something. Kind of funny how the Geth tanks, they like they have ragdoll physics when you hit them with the Mako, but the Geth don't. Okay, this is probably the most known speedrun trick for Mass Effect, because everybody tried it at least once, even when they didn't know about speedrunning, I think, so let's see what I can do. Basically, you have to get like halfway wedged in there and then just start trying really hard to get in there. I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case I fall into that lava. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't want to waste too much time doing that. Because I've never done it before, so we could be here all night, probably, trying that. Aw, man. When I could get a cheeky snipe off of there. Okay. Go up there. I thought there was like 2 or 3 more guys that come up over here. The directional pad controls in this game are way different than in the other 2 games, so that's why I'm like having troubles. Oh, I saw a flashlight head right down here. Boom! Oh, one of their guys is sniping big time. Boom. Very satisfying. Oh, I missed him. Oh. Got him. Whoa. Go for it. Whoa. There's another guy sniping. What are you doing sniping from all the way over there?
Bring it on.
Okay. So if you had the Mako, you would just completely wreck this section and drive up here. There's nothing over there that I know of, but you still have to go up around here. Yeah, there's lava that way. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink of water right quick. Okay. So this is, I think the first time I played this game, I spent maybe 45 minutes on this next fight. And that's mostly because I suck at video games, but also because it's pretty difficult, so. I forget what rail extension does. There we go. Tungsten rounds are the best thing in the game. Because they give you so much damage against synthetics. Yeah, at least I don't have to fight Anakin Skywalker, but I would also have a sniper rifle, so I think I'd be okay. What's polonium rounds? We don't need that. Get him sniping big time. Let's get his barrier up. That might help. Barrier is basically a shield. It bolsters. It's like a Jedi shield on top of your electronic shield. So basically what I need to do here is I need to direct Garrison Rex to these boxes as fast as I possibly can after a cutscene. It's pretty dangerous because there's, well, you'll see. They warp you over here no matter what, so. Oh, Spider-Man's back. This is the only game those guys appear in, by the way. And that's a Geth Colossus. They are scary dudes. Alright. Oh, Rex is dead. Rex is dead again. Oh, but we killed that thing anyway. Come on, Rex. Didn't hurt that much. So that wasn't too bad. There's like 3 of those Spider-Man guys jumping around and the other ground troops come flooding in. And one thing that never gets talked about is the Mako just kind of hangs out. And you'll see what I mean after a little bit. Giant robot bugs. Kind of. Yeah, at least Gareth is alive. Yeah, it's probably because I leveled up his defense and stuff. There's a pretty fun sniping opportunity here. I forget how far down you have to go for them to spawn, but... Oh, he went too fast. I thought that would get him to come back. I'll back you guys up. Whoa. I thought you'd kill this guy already. Jeez. Oh, I just saw him. Get him. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot this thing to get by. Maybe. Oh no, never mind. Well, maybe so. Oh, that's so stupid. There should have been enough room to walk by there. You can go over here, but there's nothing over here. There's a force field here. Doesn't change color. Can't get through there right now, anyway. Certainly looked important, though, didn't it? Come over here for a cheeky health pack. And oh goodness. Oh. Nicely done.
Sterile white. Protheans sure build things.
There's no shield here, but it's blocked off, it looks like, so keep going down, I guess. It's not good. Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh. Blueberry. We found her.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
I have a Krogan of my own. He's pretty spiffy. So these guys can't detect me yet, even though on the main map those guys can, I'm lagging big time. Maybe if I quit out of Steam, that will help. Okay. So these guys can't detect me, despite the fact that on the main map, those tanks and stuff could shoot me from 4 miles away. But it's just one of those things where when you play the game enough, you find out stuff like that, and you can take advantage of it pretty easily. Nope. Come on. Man. Kill him. There we go.
All targets down.
Good. I've had all kinds of lag tonight. I don't know what's going on. So what I need to do is right back there, but I always come back here and pick up some of the loot. I could have shot some of these plasma units and containment cells and stuff, but when you got a sniper that good, there's not really any point. You know, the hacking games are getting longer already. Oh, here it is. I've had one before where it was just X 5 times in a row. It was pretty funny. I guess the hacking game is way different on the PC version. Or at least the one to control this mining laser. So what I did there was A, X, B, Y, and it's the same every time. I just forget sometimes. I guess I can go back and talk. Oh, maybe I can. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to. Oh, I guess I can. I have to do this part this way, apparently. Let's go ahead and level up. My Spectre training is almost done. What am I going to get if I level this up? Restores dead squad mates with 30% health and 100% shields. That sounds good to me. We want to give Garrus here. Let's get his decryption up some more. And for Rex, let's get his shotguns up. We got all kinds of new stuff, I think. Okay, I have the Thunder 5, so we can give that to Garrus. I have a lot of stuff to sell after this. Oh, that's the one I was going to give to Tally. Oh, did I just see a heavy Krogan armor? Oh, it's not any good. Dang it. Alright. I'm going to switch to my assault rifle for this next part. You'll see why. At least until I get down to like the last enemy. Oh, blueberry spotted.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
If Ashley were here, she'd be like, do you really want to do that?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable.
So if you,
That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
if you come pick up Liara after doing the other major mission, Pharaoh's, she's delusional, and she'll think you're just a hallucination until you get her out of there. It's pretty funny.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Oh, Rex. Elevator ride. It's gonna be like right at an hour, surprisingly.
Brenda, don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
It's kind of funny they don't explain how they got through that shield at all, but
Always gets what he wants.
it's all good.
Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
It's not nice. So you definitely want to focus fire on the Krogan guy, because he will wreck your face big time. And there we go. Blueberry acquired. Imagine if they had the hardware they have now, you would probably actually be playing this part with all the rocks falling down. Shepard, you're the most athletic one there. Why were you out of breath?
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned
The return
right
of
to
Shepard
shoot our
Nick.
jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Time to drop the bombshell.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity... Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
It says I'm lagging again, so I'm gonna wait just a minute or two. So yeah, she wasn't in cahoots with her mother at all, basically. She might have known some things she was working on, but didn't know that she had really joined up with Saren all that much. As far as I know, anyway. Not until later, anyway. Okay, we're back.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yay. So, we picked up Liara. Time to go talk to her. And then we'll finish up Artemis Tau, the system. And, well, we'll talk to everybody, and then we'll talk to Liara. She has quite a lot of information to sift through, so... she is in a very specific room that I told everybody to remember. But first, let's talk to everybody else and see what they're up to. Their feelings on the last mission. See if the aliens are ready to give us some quote-unquote loyalty quests. They're not really loyalty quests in this game because they don't really matter. matter. But these loyalty quests sure do matter in the next game. Boy, do they ever. Yeah, let's go around the room.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
So they were Volus, the little round guys, against a bunch of Krogan. If you can imagine that.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Why is it so funny?
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Okay, we get it. Your sisters.
More than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Yeah, real good, Ashley.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, 'cause he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
How boring.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now.
Yeah, I wish.
Problem with you, is it?
T-Force said, gotta flirt. It's like, yeah. Too bad Ashley didn't get the same treatment as Caden for Mass Effect 3, but oh well.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Yeah, that was way more dialogue than I remembered. What do you have to say, Garrus?
Good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Cyclones. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
In other words, Krogans have 4 balls.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Patton and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
That was my Twitch Now emote thing going off in the background. So yeah, we just picked up Garrus's loyalty. I don't know if Garrus is the same as Garrick, because Garrus isn't really that. He's pretty open about his what he wants to do, so you don't hear him saying, "Oh, I'm just a cop" or anything like that. Oh, I have to cough.
I'm glad you're here.
Or I have to cough. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
If I had to pick T-Force as saying he's a good old-fashioned spy, I would actually say he's more like a noir detective. He doesn't want to play by the rules, but he still has a moral code that he follows most of the time.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we saved the whole galaxy?
More important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control.
We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility.
Did he ever take his mask
I
off?
mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Actually, never mind. Hello, random crew member. Okay, so now we go speak to Liara. And then maybe speak to Caden if I'm feeling nice. See if we have anything over here. Nothing good. Oh man. I should have sold everything while I was down there. I'll do that in between this episode and the next one, probably. Okay. So you remember this room. I said we'd be spending a lot of time in this room.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
So a lot of people have problems with BioWare and their facial animations, and I think part of it is because they did such a good job with Liara in this game that they were kind of like let down when there wasn't as much focus on it in the rest of the games. But that's just my crack theory.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Venezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were
Are you
instrumental
grown
in
on the
forming the
vine,
council,
or...?
and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into her facial expressions and dialogue because they wanted her to be kind of the flagship character besides Shepard, from what I understand. So.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Venezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Venezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
Maybe they're dead.
I hope you are.
Jeez, Shepard, come on.
But I have no way to know for sure. Venezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
It's kind of freaky. I think I have to back out to get the other option that was here before.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Stop the presses. I just learned from T-Force you can now order Oreo-flavored beer. My goodness, just in time for the end of the world.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
I mean, I just meant that I want to touch you, and, no, wait,
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yep, waifu for lifeu.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I just wanted to say goodbye. Oh, open door. Okay, we're gonna talk to Caden once, maybe a second time after this, but just for the heck of it, we're gonna talk to him.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a
subtle.
I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in...
Seems like I'm, lagging every, 20 minutes for some reason.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities, so...
Yeah, we get it. You don't like it.
Results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many did
Out of 100?
Okay, I'm skipping over this.
On jump zero. How's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
There were other kids in the same boat.
Did you have any friends,
You
Caden?
weren't alone out
That's
there.
true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with, but we kept our clothes on. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Caden is forever alone. A lot more alone than you'll ever realize.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time but, yeah. Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefing.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
Here we go. This is the dialogue I was waiting for.
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
None, Commander. I prefer adventurous women.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Alright, so I'm going to run down and sell a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to finish Artemis Tau in 20 minutes. Well, maybe not, but we'll get close. But now that we have Liara, we finally have the best team in the game, aka Girls' Night, which is Liara and Tali and Shepard.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
That's actually pretty good. Hold on to one of those, maybe two of them. That's pretty good as well. Health regen per second is always good. So we got over 400,000 credits now. I can buy a sniper rifle that's like twice as good as what I'm using right now. Basically, accuracy is way up. The HMWAs are the best. That's the best assault rifle. We don't have enough to get all, or both of them, but go ahead and get that for Liara. We'll do some more outfitting of her in a second. But we definitely are gonna get this sniper rifle. That was all of my money, basically. So now my weapon's going to be even more stabilized, because once you get to a high enough level of weapon, you can have 2 upgrades, which is always awesome. Okay. Oh, I might have to buy a pistol for Liara.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Just get her the best pistol we can, which is a Kessler 3. Because most of what Liara is going to be doing is Jedi power, so... Now we match. Yay! Okay. Alright. Should have 2 more planets to land on, I think. I don't think there's any, things where like you scan an asteroid and it sends you to a planet at like a second planet in the other systems in the Artemis Tau cluster. That's right. You too. And you. Alright, good to go. My ego is satisfied.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
I don't remember what this is. This Kahoku?
Commander
maybe?
Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Excuse me. So in other words, we just gave you a big mission, but you don't have to do it yet, because once you do it, you're not going to be able to go back. So that's the thing about Mass Effect 1, is there's 3 big, quote-unquote big missions, which is Noveria, Pharos, and Liara. And once you do 2 of the 3, you get the comm message from the Council, and you can go do Vermeer. So you can never pick up, it's possible to never pick up Liara if you're a heartless monster. farthest out planet. Pharos. Cool. So next farthest out would be this one, Cersei. Day length is 10.9 hours. So the gravity has got to be ridiculous, I would imagine. Nausicaa. 14 hours of a day. That's kind of crazy. Oh, there's a colony on this one. Oh, forgot to survey. Nothing to land on here. Do we see any shinies? Or sparklies, whatever. Doesn't look like it. Unless I'm just blind, which is entirely possible. Okay. And finally to Macedon. See any sparklies this time either. Pretty empty on the side of the cluster, it looks like. We got a matriarch's riding there, which is another. Ooh, get to land on this one. I know what we can do. There's a couple missions on. Yeah, let's do Girls' Night. There's a couple missions on the Citadel we can do pretty quickly, if I remember right. Or at least pick one up and solve another one. If this doesn't take 10 minutes, I imagine it will, but... Next episode will probably end up starting on the Citadel either way, so there's a pretty funny circumstance we have yet to uncover. Okay. Basically, we want her to have as many powers as she can. And we'll put another one in throw. Tally's got 3, wow. Since we don't have Garrus, we'll have to start raising her electronics up. Nothing on first aid, nah. Since I'm only on normal difficulty, it shouldn't be too big of a problem to heal them. And the enemies go down fast enough that I might die a couple more times, but not really anything to be worried about. If I was playing on casual difficulty, I wouldn't even be... I would just have them auto level, because they basically become gods. Let's check out where I'm going, so I don't just go flying off the cliff or something. There we go. So there's a hazard here, which means if I get out, I think I've explained it already, but once you get into level 2 hazards, you can only spend so much time outside of the Mako. Otherwise you'll start taking damage. Here's an abandoned shelter over here. Is there anything in it? Nope. Sometimes there'll be just a weapons locker or something hanging out. I don't know why I did that, just for fun, I guess. Uh-huh. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings. So, I think if we go into the journal, we can see how many of those we've picked up. Yeah, look at all these side missions we have. We have 3 of 10 of those Asari writings, so we have to talk to the Asari consort. We still have to go find that commune. There's more collection missions. This one is the biggest pain, because look how many things you have to collect. Okay, so I have to take that thing, that clipboard I found, data pad, whatever, from that guy in the pirate base to somebody on the Citadel, and I actually know exactly who it is, so we might do that to end the episode here. So this is how you typically drive the Mako everywhere. Sideways on the side of a mountain. $5,000 credits for a rare element. It's always good. There might be a Thresher Maw right here. We'll go ahead and check, because that's some pretty decent XP sometimes. And you never know when you'll pop up with some kind of mystery artifact. Like there's, on 2 or 3 planets, maybe just 2, there's like a pyramid that you can find, and it's a Prothean artifact kind of place. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything over here. That definitely looks like a somewhere where pirates would hang out. Boom. Headshot. Entire body shot. Oh, crawling with guys. Owned. Yeah, 360 no scope. That'd be kind of hard to pull off in the Mako, actually. But it's pretty easy when all you have to do is fire one rocket. See if we can send this guy flying. Yeah! Alright, this episode's gonna be 2 hours long. I can't believe it. Liara, get out of the way. Let's test out our new sniper rifle. Oh, look at that. Boom. Who's hanging out over here? Man. Nice. Oh, 2 more guys. Send them across. You can actually mount stuff in here. It's very rarely necessary though. Like, see, even there I couldn't really do anything. Oh, almost shot the gun out of her hand. That would have been awesome. Let's shotgun this one, just for the heck of it. Oh, she went up top. Oh, melee kill.
I think we're done here.
What is Liara rocking? Okay. Some more stuff. Decryption's still too low. Jeez. Okay, so now we can go talk to Nasana Datius and give her the good/bad news. God, I can't even hit a sitting object. I kind of had a feeling that this was that quest, like as soon as I saw that they were pirates, but... Great. 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 Ooh, we got another Omni tool. That's pretty cool. So that's what the Onyx armor looks like. It's the official N7 armor from the first game. But it's like not even the best armor in the game. Which it should be. I don't think she can wear any of that. Oh, Omni tool is what we need to give to Tally. cooldown goes way up. We're gonna get a really good Omni tool for Tally with the DLC mission, so this is just kind of a temporary thing. Because I'm gonna do that next, I think. Do a bunch of Citadel stuff, and then we'll do Bring Down the Sky DLC. Yeah, that about wraps it up here. I'm just gonna get back on the Normandy. I think once I'm outside I can just go to the map and warp back. Yeah. Alright, we'll go to the Citadel and then we'll call it an episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to T-Force for being here pretty much the whole time. That's pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever had anybody stay this long, so if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching an entire 2-hour long episode of Mass Effect. I think we could get along quite well if you have done such things. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment. Yeah. Follow me on Twitter for sure at twitter.com/P_O_D7. And follow me on Twitch as well. Just twitch.tv/POD7. I also recommend getting Frankerface Z. I plan on doing some emotes in the near future, as well as Twitch Now, I believe it's called. There's better Twitch TV and Twitch Now, and I prefer Twitch Now because it suits my needs better. But either way, I think both of them allow you to be notified whenever somebody you're following or subscribe to logs on through your browser's notification system. So please go ahead and do that. Get those extensions. I think they're both for Firefox and Google Chrome. I don't know about Opera or Safari or anything like that. Does anybody even use Explorer anymore? Alright, we'll end on a nice... Oh, what's strange about it, Liara?
Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all the city, and those blinking lights are cars flying through the air, and those are all different homes and cities too on each arm. It's pretty crazy. So we'll end here looking at the Normandy, and I'll catch you guys next time. This has been POD7, and I'm signing out.